Hello everybody, and welcome back to beautiful BallySpring. We're in April. The piggies are out, micro pigs at the minute. Actually, it's something I do want to check. We're only getting females. I wonder what the situation is with these cows. Are they all females? Where's the cow bit? Don't know. Well, they're having a great time anyway. Knocking out milk like it's going out of fashion. Oh, there we go. Accidentally pressed it. I think we're only getting females. Okay, well, no. Didn't know how to do that. Just trying to shut my door. Anywho, if you just see here, we're not very well off for straw, but it's okay because we can make more, and that is let's not drive through all the gates. That is exactly what we are off to do today. 5-0. That's that one by. Just bear with me a moment, officer. Yeah, don't worry, you didn't need to let me by. He said once they've gone. So we've got clover and alfalfa to cut. Now, I'm going to try and do this a little bit properly. Because I want to see what both of them, if they look different. There we go. Here's the badger. Been a while since this has been out, as both of us breathe a sigh of relief. So I'm intrigued to see if the clover looks different from the alfalfa. I don't know why I'm doing it in this view, because we're about to be cut. It doesn't really matter. We'll go out this way. Because we're only going across the way anyway. I don't really want to drive through that though. No. No, I don't want to ruin my pea harvest. Sorry. I don't want to drive through it. So we're going to whip over, do the clover, then go do the alfalfa. The alfalfa is beautiful and pinky purple at the minute. And then if we've got, we should have time to row it. And then we might need to, we'll see how we get, we might be able to ted it before night time, leave it overnight and then bale it the following day and get it moved. I think rain was on the forecast though, so it's not going to be, if that does happen, then you know, it's not going to be brilliant. Let's have a little look at this, shall we? Interesting. It looks like almost daisies about it. There we go. That's a very rich green colour, isn't it? This looks nice. Incredibly rich green colour. I think we're running away with the time now, aren't we? Should we? I don't know how to do this. Should I do it in stages and just keep coming back to you, or do a bit of a speed up while we're cutting? Or just come back to you? I'll just come back to you for now. Yeah, I'll just come back to you as we're getting up to the finishing point, and then we'll be heading off over and do the alfalfa. In fact, maybe it would have been better to row it. Now we'll get all the rowing done in one go. Lay this out for a bit, we'll dry it up a little bit better. Okay, we're just coming up towards the ending point of this. It is a nice looking crop. I do quite like the colour. It's incredibly green, but I'm not surprised at that. I think our animals are gonna love a bit of clover. and I don't know. But we will leave this laying out spread to dry out in this afternoon sun. I think that's the wisest idea. Right. Let's make our way over to, from the brightest of greens to the most vibrant of purples. Let's go this way. If that thing will let us go over it. It seems to be catching it now. It's a shame I've not got a 3-point on the I don't know if I could have attached it actually on the other massa, and then we could have been out in the sun cutting the grass, although it would have played havoc with my hay fever. I don't mind telling you. Now, I'm being careful not to ruin our freshly sown hops. Oh, look at it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It does seem a shame to be chopping it down. Yeah, it's not as deep a green. I don't mind if I leave a few bits straddling around. I'll have a look at it. Trying to remember actually, did we have to replant this, or did it grow back? Do you know, or can you remember? I think we didn't need to. I think it grows back, and I would imagine the clover does as well. I made a bit of a pig's ear of that, didn't I? tree. Can't get that bit out. Oh, I'm wasting valuable time. Let me come back to you momentarily. Save a few minutes off the record. Right, we're just getting this wrapped up. Not wrapped up. Not wrapping it. It's going to be a bit finished. And then I think what time are we at? We'll get it rowed. Starting with a clover. It should have had long enough to had a few hours to dry out. And then maybe ted it today. It depends how dry it is, isn't it? This has dried it out fairly well. There's a decent little breeze and the temperature is rather nice in the sun. So I think we might be good to ted it today, but we'll have to bale it tomorrow once it's had a bit more time to lay out. Yeah, lovely. I'm going to leave that bit there because I like it. Just frittering away the crops. I'm not bothered. Yeah, lovely. Right. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Got time for a cup of tea? I think we've got time for a cup of tea. I'm sort of wondering whether we should row it, actually. What do we do with tedding? We'll row it. We've got the time to get it rowed. Clover's definitely had a little bit of time to dry out as well. I'm going to get on with that big rower in there. Should be reet. Will be reet. Yeah, well, I thought I'd bring out the old Fiat. It loves it. Loves a bit of windrow in this Fiat. What's going to be the best route? I think that way. We're flicking now. It's had a bit sharp there. And then I might do Edland to finish. That's my theory. Might work, might not. Oh, it's not looking too bad. Yeah, this is a straighter side. This is a better idea. Yeah, I think we'll ted it the day. We'll ted it in the morning tomorrow. Just got to watch out for a rain forecast. Hopefully we can miss it in the morning. If not, well, unfortunately, that is the gamble we take as farmers. Slave to the weather. Definitely a much greener green. Emerald green even. The Irish clover. Which I don't think it is Irish clover. That could be. Not the clover. Not the lucky clover. I imagine. Don't quote me on that. These are not facts. I've not fact checked. I've done half go quick in this. Right, I'll get this. I'll come back to you when I'm finishing up. Yeah, when I'm finishing up the other field. What is it? Alfalfa. I'll come back to you when I'm doing that. Oh, you're back. Just finishing up the rowing. Oh, that's a bit retail size row, that isn't it? I'll carry on round with a circuit, and then it's alright this, but this corner down here is an absolute pig. Not a cute one like the piglets. Ugh. I think what I should do is and that says about it for today. Not for the episode though. What is it? For 3 o'clock. You know what? I could. There's a few hours. What time's it going to get dark in April? Maybe not bad. I'm just wondering whether whip it over last thing at night. It's going to sit there drying out for the rest of the day. If we whip it over, then we might be able to bail it up first thing. Although there's still likely to be a bit of moisture in it overnight, isn't there? From the morning dew. I'll have a think, but either way, I'll come back to you when I'm doing it. Hold up, son. Yeah, nearly. Alright. I'm stuck on something. You could have stopped further back, dickhead. Right. Oh, another one. Right, let me go over this side of the road this time. There's a wider bit there. Hold back. Can we still do builders where I have to? It's such a rush. Right, take this back. I can switch it for the tether anyway. And then, yeah, I see how it's looking a bit later on. It depends on when the rain's coming, doesn't it? Let's have a quick look. It's looking pretty rainy. It doesn't say when. And if I TED it and it rains, I'll have to wait for it to dry out anyway, aren't I? So yeah, probably could crash it in all tonight though. It'd be risky if we don't. I'm gonna have to risk it and see where it's at in the morning. Let it dry out a bit because it'll get a bit wet overnight anyway. So we'll be up and prepared for it at least. I'll have to. Probably have to give the cows another feed as well. Might be an idea just to keep them going. But yes, I shall see you most likely in the morning. Oh, how lovely. Windy as well, but if the wind stays once the rain stops, that's going to help. With the temperature a bit. Guess I'll have another cup of tea. Okay, the rain stopped. I have been and retrieved. There's no fuel in here, I just made it back. That's the spreader that I leased. So I'd still kept it old school even though I didn't do it on screen. Still went with the expected tradition. But I didn't show you it because essentially you can't see. Crop is already growing, so you can't actually see any fertilising actually happening. So I thought I'd just lease equipment and stick a worker on it. Although we've done a terrible job, and Why do I feel like that should have fold? Unfold? Nothing happening. Okay. Here we go. That's better, that looks like hay now. Should we do the outside? I'll do that at the end actually. Lovely. And this will have a little bit of time to dry out on the top. Before we get it nailed up. Dog's just fallen off the bed. I went quiet then because I was watching him slowly roll from one side to another on his back, thinking I don't think there's enough room at the end of that bed. Lovely. He recovered though, he managed to hold himself. I just missed a little bit. Here we go. I'll tell you what, this is absolutely bang on time because I used I'm into the last bale of hay, so the timing couldn't be better for us to get a bit of hay into the sheds. I think I'll start from that end and go all the way around. Now that break is. Ah yes, this doesn't turn very well. Doesn't mind a nice straight action. Not a fan of a corner, but that's fine. Right, I shall wrap this up and then come back to you. Once we've made a little bit more progress. Ah, you're back. Just wrapping this up. I feel like this hay, I mean we won't know till we've got them side by side I suppose, but I feel like this hay is slightly lighter in colour. What do you say, Alice? It certainly looks light to me, which is good. It's good that they've made that effort. Now, what? Big question really, what size should we square all round? I am thinking we'll go square barrel. Square, square. Decisions. Yeah, let's go square. Square bales it is. And potentially maybe bring out the tractor I've got loaded with pulling it. Sent one of them up the shop to pick up some provisions. Oh, I can just jump ahead and get the in fact I'll drop this off out and walk up to the store. It won't take too long. Why did I park that in there? Shouldn't have done that. Right. Squeeze through the bush. Should have opened the gate because I'm going to have to come through that way. Right. I'll get these and I shall catch up with you momentarily. Oh, should have crossed over there, shouldn't I? I'll tell you what, it certainly does look quite different to me. Almost looks like it's got sand in it. Let's take that side over. Yeah, definitely a yellowish hue to it, similar to how the Alfalfa's got the purplish hue to it. Very good. I think over the course of FS22, this has probably been my favourite modded baler. It's cheap, doesn't need a huge horsepower, it turns. It's been absolutely superb. That's the unload. It's kept on. That's alright, we can drop that straight in. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Lift that up. Off to the next. And that's an Alfalfa. And yeah, you can see I think we'll get a bit of a better look in a moment, won't we? But I do think there's a difference in the colour of them, which is nice to see. What have I got stuck on? Nothing. Got stuck on nothing. Let's have where we are. Oh, getting on a bit. Right, I'm going to be a bit careful here. I don't want my rig going over me ups. It's quite a big rig. switch to the Alfalfa. Let's tidy that up a bit. Take this corner out. There's always one little spot that you miss, isn't there? I'm going to actually take this bit out as well. Ooh, watch my stone wall. Maybe not take that bit out then. Need a bigger turning circle. Great demand at the BallySpring end. Nearly always something we haven't got. Not a bailout yet. Yeah, it's definitely a different colour, I think. I feel anyway. No, I might be colourblind. Full lock. Nearly got it all. I can tidy that up. Let's get some bales out to have a look. Yeah, it's not got the sandy edge to it, has it? Well, it took us all of the morning to dry out the rest of it and bale it up. But we did get it done. And despite a unfortunate shower midway through. Early morning shower, not a problem for us really. Yeah, it's definitely a different colour. Lovely stuff. I guess I will leave it there for now, as it's the dead time that I'm taking off you. One thing I did want to point out. You see, it's spring. Look, a little bit of blossom on the trees. Another nice touch. But that will be the episode for now. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Next episode, I'm not even sure what we can and can't do. Might have some mowing to do. Suppose we could get some silage on the go. Potentially. In fact, we could do, because I might upgrade our wrapper. Oh, actually, I don't know if our fields can be done yet. We'll have to have a look, see what's going on. But if you've enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed yet, feel free to hit the subscribe button. And if you've got any comments or suggestions going forward as we gain ever and ever closer to the end of this series and FS22, feel free to pop it in the comments section below. Until the next time, thank you so much for watching, and bye bye for now. Definitely different.